Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on time on the quarter hour. For the following digital clocks, write down the time shown on the screen. So these are just a few exercises I've set up for you, and if you want to pause this video for 30 seconds or so, that's up to you to answer these four questions, but I'll move on to the answers now on the next slide. So here are the answers for the previous slide, and we have two choices for each answer. And both of the choices are highly acceptable for each answer. Now we'll move on to the next slide, which has some questions. For the following digital clocks, write down the time shown on the screen. I will move on to the answers in about 10 seconds, and it's up to you if you want to pause the video and try these for yourself first. Here we go to the answers. Again, we have two choices for each answer, and they're both highly acceptable. I will move on to the next slide now, which has some more questions. For the following analog clocks, write down the time shown on the screen. I'll move to the answers very shortly. Give you time to pause the video if you wish, so you can answer these four. Here we go to the answers for this slide. And once again, we have two answers for each question. Both of them very acceptable. For the following analog clocks, write down the time shown on the screen. So we have another four that you can answer now. Just pause the video to do that. And I will now move on to the answers for these four. And here are the answers, and all very, very acceptable. So you can say those times either way, and they're very, very acceptable. Connect the same digital and analog times by using straight lines. So the answers are on the next slide. So if you look at 12:45 here, you connect that, this is the digital time, you connect that with the same analog time. Here we go now for the answers. So there's 12:45, that's the digital time, the same as the analog time. 11:45, digital, analog. 1:15, digital, analog, and 4:15, digital, analog. So this video has given you some questions, some revision questions to help you with time on the quarter hour for both digital and analog clocks.